Okay, YouTubers, here we go. Part 2 of the 2007 Ford F-150 Harbor Freight winch frame. There's the truck sitting over there. Modification here so far is what I have done to the plate of steel. I've cut this notch out both sides. I'm probably going to have to cut back to this line right here another 2 inches. Because what the problem was that I was noticing, and I'll show you here what I've got my extensions for it's the transmission oil cooler. I've got my extension lines on there. It's low pressure, so you can use any kind of transmission rubber hose on there and just use regular hose clamps on there. That's what I've done. I just cut the metal tube here. It's back down in this area, I don't know, about 1 inch. About 2 inches down here on both sides. Same thing on that side. So I got lots of flexibility, lots of area to move it up. And I can actually move this way up here. I've got plenty of room. That's a 15-inch hose extension. So everything's going to work fine. The problem, though, like I was about to say that I was having, was these tabs right here. There's 3 places, here, here, and here. If I didn't move the transmission cooler up, then my winch mount was actually going to be hitting what would have been the bottom in this area of my transmission oil cooler, and the winch is actually 9 inches tall, so this area here is only 4 inches high. So I was definitely going to have to move, because the oil cooler actually came out at an angle, slanted like so. I don't know, 15-20 degrees or something like that. So I was going to have to move it no matter what anyway, and I may wind up having to move or cut these. Now that bumper actually comes in past the edge here. If you look at the bumper, the top edge of it, right here is where those tabs bolt onto the hold. I don't know what you call that thing. It's a fairing or something like that between just above the top of the bumper. So what I might wind up having to do is remove this and actually drilling into the bumper. I don't know, maybe I'll just have to move these holes back and cut those plastic tabs. We will see once I get this part of it taken care of. I'm going to get the transmission oil cooler moved and mounted today. My plan is I went to Napa Auto Parts. I bought the hose, bought the clamps. They actually had this neat little automotive pipe cutter. I think small, it's tiny, it was perfect. It was $8.50, something like that. They actually didn't have it in a box. They said they gave it to a guy to use. He said the guy never used it. I believe him. The thing didn't have a scratch on it. So I bought it out of the box, paid $8 for it. It worked beautifully. But this is the stuff that I'm going to use to move my transmission oil cooler. I'm going to mount it on the bottom in the regular mounting holes that it was in. I'm going to bend it to shape, and then I'll have to attach it, bend it again up here to attach it to the bottom of the original factory mounting brackets, and then I'm going to have to attach it at a third point, which I plan to attach it somewhere in this area here. This is the hood latch closed or open sensor. I'm not going to mess with any of that. But I plan on maybe just running a bolt here with or strap it somehow all the way around the front of this. Maybe I'll drill through the top of this to give it a third point of support. But that's where I'm at so far. Everything's going to be going, I anticipate it to go well. And so we shall see what happens here. That's where I'm at right now. Like I said, this is part 2. I don't want to make part 2 too long for right now because I haven't gotten any further than what I've gotten. So once I get that transmission cooler mounted in there where I want it, how I think it's going to be clearing everything, and make the adjustments here on the piece of steel that the mount is actually going to be for the winch, then I'll update you again. So until another few minutes here, because I know you guys don't want to watch me, because it's going to take me a little while to cut and bend and bolt together and do all the simple stuff, and I can explain it a lot better pretty easily. And every application for you guys, if you guys decide to do this to your own truck, it might be slightly different than what mine is, so you'll have to just kind of figure it out. But I'm just trying to give you an idea about what to do in this particular application for this particular truck. 2006, 2007, 2008 Ford F-150 4x4s. So I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Have a good day.